What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. People have been wanting me to speak on this. There's not a lot here that I can go into as far as why they may have broken up. Was there cheating? But this is one of the things I've been talking about as far as marriage is concerned. That's why I enjoy making videos like this, because it's very clear that marriage actually is what destroyed this relationship. Because they'd only been married for 3 years? And before that, they were together for almost 14 years? No problems, no blow ups. But as soon as they get married to each other, the relationship disintegrates. And it did not help. The quarantine of last year did not help. It probably exposed the fact that they probably didn't even want to be married to each other like that, that it was better when they weren't married. But sometimes when you be with a woman for so long, you feel like you have to reward her. And I think Miguel, singer Miguel, felt like he had to reward his better half. Now let's get into this article from the Griot. It says, after 17 years of marriage, Miguel and his soon-to-be ex-wife have decided to separate and have been for some time now. So they've been separated for a while, which is very interesting, because recently they talked about how to keep the spark in a relationship, and this is according to People. They talked about Miguel's wife and Miguel talked about how they were keeping the spark during the quarantine. So it seemed like they were going strong last year. Now they're filing for divorce now in September 2021. What happened within a year? What happened? You're keeping things going, right? And this to me shows that maybe somebody had a lack of awareness in that relationship. It might have been Miguel. Maybe Miguel wanted out. Back to the article. The rep for the couple told People exclusively on Monday the couple both wish each other well. The singer-songwriter, who's 35, born Miguel Jontel Pimental, I think that's how you say it, and the actress and model, also 35, dated for 10 years before tying the knot in 2018. Okay. Yeah. Both the same age. The announcement comes 2 months shy of their third wedding anniversary. Reps of the duo shared with People that the estranged couple have been separated for some time now, but they wish each other well. Following the news, Miguel took to Instagram stories to share a message about having clear intentions. What do you desire? Have certainty and clear intention about your desire. His post read, as reported by E! News, clarity is key. Only take action on things that relate to and excite positive emotion to your desire. So what is he saying? That maybe, is he speaking of himself, or he's giving words of wisdom? You know, all these people think they're philosophers. I think he may be speaking on his own situation, and maybe there was not a lot of communication there towards the end, or maybe somebody wanted out more than the other, and they did not make that quite clear. They wanted something different than what the other person wants. This is why you don't marry somebody to reward them without understanding that marriage is a full-time job, unless you want to open it up. And unless a woman is going to be in an open marriage on her terms, it's not going to work. Mandi, who was his wife, also shared cryptic quotes on Instagram about being open to love, according to the report. Someone once said, you know you have a big heart when you feel bad for doing what's best for you. And I felt that. One quote read, while another stated, angel number 1212 symbolizes your spiritual awakening in life and a great sign that you're on your way towards your luck for love. So she's out here looking for love. People. I want y'all to understand something, man. This couple just got married less than 3 years ago. He's putting up quotes about clear intentions, which might be a slight to her in his situation, maybe. She puts up a quote about finding love again. Like, she's already ready to get back. She's already probably in the dating market looking for somebody else. You with somebody for 17 years. You've been married to them for less than 3 years. A couple months shy of your anniversary, and you call it quits. And according to this article, they have been separated for a while. So that means that he was probably dating other women, and she might be dating other men. Earlier this year, Mandi spoke to people about her and Miguel's life during months of CV quarantine. Say, we were used to being around each other a lot, but then we were also used to traveling a lot, she said at the time. So keeping the spark alive was definitely something we had to stay on, because when you're in different cities, it's automatic to feel excitement when you see each other again. But when home together all the time, it's like, okay, we have to find new things to watch and to do and to read. She continued, it was a lot, but overall we did great. I have no complaints, and I'm grateful for everything. The Platinum Life actress opened up about their decades-long relationship in the 2018 interview. Let me just say this. It seemed like everything was good on her end. It seemed to me that she was invested in what was going on. Now, again, everything could be deceiving. Now, she just gave this interview, some months back, earlier this year? But they've been separated for a while. Let me tell you what happened. The summer happened. When stuff started opening up, especially in California, I believe their residents may be in California. Once things started to open up, travel, the summertime, I think that's when both of them wanted a break from each other. But he might have wanted that break more than she did, because it seems to me that publicly she was putting on the affront that everything was good. She has no complaints, right? But you still broke up, and you've been, according to this report, you've been broken up for a while. Keeping up appearances. It's what she had to say in the 2018 interview. It just felt right. It was a long time coming, and when you're with somebody starting from 18, a lot of things happen. She shared at the time, there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of growing pains, and all throughout our 20s was the time to get our minds right and to really find ourselves. And through that process, fortunately, we grew together and not apart. Now in our 30s, it just felt so right to finally make it official. But the relationship still was destroyed. And according to her, the quarantine did not affect it. So what affected it? What made you be together with somebody since you were a teenager? Since you were 18 to the point to where now you're in your 30s, you feel like you're ready to be a couple and I don't want to say settle down, but be with each other. And then less than 3 years later, it's over. And both of you are putting up quotes, subliminally speaking on your relationship in a not so clear way. People are going to wonder about that. How much were you two really into each other? Was it all for public appearance? This is why I tell y'all, man, you don't have to marry a woman to prove anything. That relationship was strong when they weren't married. Marriage made it worse. And I'm not saying that's in every situation, but how many of these marriages we see last a couple years, 5 years? Marriages don't last as long as they used to anymore. And I know what some of you people are going to say. Some of you people are going to say, well, Jay, these are celebrities. They weren't always celebrities. Miguel wasn't always who he was. He wasn't. Though he got to a point to where he was, but he was with her, I believe, before he really became famous. And I know we see couples every day that be together for a long time. As soon as they get married, their relationship starts to fall apart. And according to her, the quarantine didn't affect it. But it must have, because less than a year later, you've been broken up for quite a while. And now in September of 2021, you're announcing that you're splitting from each other. You go from loving each other to being, I want the best for each other. We want the best for each other. We've gone our separate ways. It's like, huh? Mandi went on to say that she was looking forward to building an even stronger relationship with Miguel and noted that their marriage made her fall in love with him even more. This morning I told him it's so weird because I always thought I couldn't love you any more than I do now, she recalled. And the wedding totally changed that. I'm like, now I love you even more, which is so shocking because I didn't think I could. Whenever a woman says that, you can only go down from there. There's really no outdoing that, so to speak. It's unclear what led to Miguel and Mandi going their separate ways. They have no children together. I know people are going to come up with their own conclusions as to what's going on, but people, like I have said before, you don't need to marry somebody to prove you love them. You don't. Let's take a look at this article. While Miguel and Mandi are relationship goals. And this was last year. This was last year when people were talking about how they were relationship goals. And then a year later, they divorce. Or they separate, but this relationship's over. Relationship goals. What is relationship goals anymore, right? Being with somebody for umpteen years. I will say this about Miguel. Miguel was with her before he became really famous. He was with her for a long time. Then he married her. So we can't say this was a situation where Miguel got successful and then he left her behind. He never left her behind. He never left her behind. He took her with him on his journey. Another article here. Miguel says relationships are a three-step process. A three-step process. I will say this though. Relationships are very difficult, I think, nowadays, because it's so easy to cheat, man. Especially when you are well known. You know, if you're fine, especially if you're a female, or even if you're a guy. If women find you attractive or they like something about you, maybe you have fame. It is going to be difficult. You have women throwing themselves at you all the time. It could be difficult to want to maintain a regular monogamous relationship. But the same could be said for women too. I'm sure she's excited. I'm sure Miguel's now ex-wife is very excited to be out there, to be single, to see what's out there. You got to understand, she's only been with Miguel her whole adult life. She's only been with him. But now, oh man, she's really about to go wild. Women who, I noticed this, women who date a guy for like years, let's say they end up dating and marrying a guy who was a high school sweetheart. They're with him for 10, 15, 20 years, right? As soon as they become single, they go wild. Dating younger guys, partying, being promiscuous. They, and it's like they want to return back to how they were when they were teenagers, and they start dating that way. It's almost like the maturity has left the building, almost, And I will be interested to see who she ends up with. Maybe they'll get back together. I don't know. But that's just my take on it, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and sign up to the Patreon.